Okay, so we had really heavy rainfall the last 2 days, and a lot of bad weather, high winds, and stuff like that over the last 2 days. So I'm gonna go out checking the field. It's finally got to where at least the grass is dry somewhat, and show you what's going on. I have some hogs out in the field. Brought my Arkansas toothpick with me in case I should run into those. I'm hoping not. We'll see. So let's go. Okay, so it's been a while since I posted. Field's not looking as good as it used to. I've tried to do some spraying and keep the weeds out, but they're just proliferating. There's still plenty of grass for the cattle and all that, but really need to up my game on the spray. Oh, just don't want to kill the grass too. Anyways, we had a pretty bad storm, and I'm out here checking my fences. Unfortunately, I've got some hogs out here that weren't pleased with me. They were in the east pasture, but they weren't pleased with me the last time I was out here. And I was on a four-wheeler, but I was having trouble getting it to go into reverse to get out of their way. And all I'll say is I could hear Mama. She was not very happy. So I got my Arkansas toothpick today, just in case I should run into one. I don't have anything other than that would really take care of a hog. Unfortunately, that's a close and personal encounter. At that point, it's definitely life or limb, because I would just rather steer clear of them and hope that they move on. If they don't, that's going to be a different issue. But just checking the fence out here, and making sure nothing's falling down on the fence. I've had that in another part of the field, actually behind the house, but that's not a critical point. They still can't get out, but I've got a lot of tree to remove. Unfortunately, trees drop things. That's what they do. Oh, it's nice. Fixed this fence down here before. I thought this is where the cattle got out, but actually somebody left the fence open, the gate open, into another pasture. If you're a hunter, please close the gate behind you. Whether or not you have permission to be on the person's property. I mean, if you don't have permission, you shouldn't be there. That's a given. But if you are, at least close the gate behind you. You can always jump over a gate if you have to leave quick and in a hurry, if you know what I mean. But the cattle can also walk right through one that's open. So, and believe me, that farmer rancher may not want you on their property, but they're going to be a whole lot more pissed if you're responsible for them losing cattle. I'll walk down here and show you. One of the things that's keeping me from getting to this back field if I can, let's see, this might be the best way to go. So when they worked on the bridge between the two sides of the field, they inadvertently dammed up the creek. So I told them that they could spread their topsoil and haul rock, even the rocks. You know, if they make me some more grass areas, I'd be fine with that. And I am. But let's come over here. This right here used to be clear all the way through. Had a small creek. Occasional have less than an inch of water in it. It's just a runoff, and you could get through. But right now, you can't get through. So that's because this right here, they completely sealed it off. And like I said, typically this would have very little water in it. It would stay wet, but it would have very little, maybe an inch in this spot. And we've had a lot of rain, so you can see that it's just moving through there. And I was hoping that erosion would take care of that, but it's not taking care of it quick enough. So I'm gonna have to try to dig it out by hand, which I think is impossible because there's trees and everything else in it, down trees pressed into it. I gotta get a trench cut so that I can have my back pasture accessible again, other than by foot, because I can't get anything done if I can't access the pasture other than by foot. Not really. I mean, you got, if you're 40 acres deep, let's say 20 by 40, total 80 acres. I got 40 on one side, 40 on the other of the creek that flows through. If you're walking all the way to the back carrying hand tools and barbed wire, that's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun at all. Let's get over here and look at there are other ways you can come through the other side and get around, but I can't do it with hand tools. If I can get a little bit closer to the back with the vehicle, and then I got to hump the hand tools in for this whole quarter. So let's say you split the two pastures up evenly. And then you got four, let's call those 4 quarters. It's not a true quarter, but of the property. That's a long way to walk with hand tools and everything that you're going to need to fix a fence on the far side. Like I said, if you got to walk it in, that's not going to be fun. So I haven't seen anything too disturbing. This used to be an old hay paddock. Oh man, horsefly just bit me. That wasn't good. And like I said, I can't even really get back here to spray right now unless we're in a major dry season and that clears up. I don't even want to try to go through that with my 4-wheeler. Especially not with 20 gallons of spray on it. I took the truck through. It's a Ford F-350 and swamped the air conditioner, not the air conditioner, swamped the filter. The engine was fine, but the filter was soaked. Shut it down in time, so there were no issues there. I took the filter out and got a new one. Not cheap. It was about like 80 bucks for a filter. It's a big old filter like that, about that big around. Actually, it's kind of a oval at the ends. Yeah, this back here looks, there's not too many trees on this one. This is back fence that usually is the problem. There's nothing that really runs over here, but like I said, somebody left the fence open, or the gate open, and found my cattle in there one day. And I thought that they got out through the barbed wire somewhere. Either got loose or, you know, got taken down by a falling tree or something. And that was not the case. But to get them back was not easy. Especially since I didn't know the gate was open in the back. And luckily I found it and closed it. When it dries out, I'm going to have to spray the shit out of this area, I think. It's going to be interesting to see. I've never shot in this configuration. I have this camera chest mounted, and I don't know how it's going to pick up on my voice. So that'll be interesting to see. It's actually my neighbor's fence that he needs to fix. Pickets on his side. Well, the pickets are on my side, but they're facing him. So the side you string the barbed wire on, that's on your side, then technically that's your fence. At least that's my understanding. Every once in a while, these horses get a little crazy. It's not so much the horses, it's the bulls. It's not a super high fence anyways. It did have an electrical box on it. I don't know if it has an electrical box on it anymore, but I don't think it was kept up. Part of that is if these, I imagine, is if this wire is charged and it's hitting these posts, it's not doing anything. It's just grounding out and going straight into the earth. So if you don't keep these posts up, these clips, they're isolators. If it's just mounted or hitting against the fence, you don't have a very effective electrical fence. Because it's going to ground out on the next post and go straight into the earth. Oh, one thing about having kind of a rocky place, which this is, see this trail's been running water recently. Having a rocky place is it's hard to get a low slung vehicle on it. And it's not super good for your brush hog. If you run over something you might pass and your tractor runs into a big enough rock, that's gonna really mar up your blade, if not disengage it altogether. Again, this fence looks all right, as far as I can tell. Let's see how the water gap's doing. I'm gonna go back on the other side, and I got to go through a lot of trees to check the fence, and that's where those hogs are at. Makes me kind of nervous. Okay. Well, the water gap's still intact. It's not great, but it's intact, so that's good. I don't want to go wading in there and clear those branches out right now. Hopefully they'll roll under. That's the whole point of those barrels. Ooh, rocks are kind of slick. I don't know how deep that is, but it appears I'm getting wet. Well, it was definitely over the shoe. I like it. Well, these are kind of low quarter boots, so probably got my sock wet. Yeah, it feels like it. Oh man. Come back here and make sure that the attachment on the water gap is good. Yeah, appears to be good. Let's see what we got down here. The fence there looks good. Okay, so the fence appears to be good enough to keep cattle in. There, it's a big old ridge right there. Anything rushes that, it's going to take about 15 to 20 foot drop. Okay, that's probably where the hogs came in. Again, not really enough for cattle to get out. They can, but more than likely they're not going to. So I'll keep that in mind. I have to fix that here pretty soon. The calves can get under stuff. The cows, they're not really gonna go under barbed wire unless they can walk right under it without touching it very much. They're not gonna get on their knees and go under. All right, now this is kind of the sketch area right here, folks. This is great ambush territory for a hog. I know I haven't posted here much. Oh, mostly because the fields look like garbage, literally. I mean, the cattle can subsist, but they look like garbage. I need to get a brush hog back there and get all these little trees. Even my little lawnmower will take out most of these trees. But getting it back here is the issue. Again, rocks. And these rocks give the 350 trouble. So any kind of garden tractor is going to have an issue. Like I said, I got all these little things. I can't really pull up my deck very much at all. I can't pull it up at all. I can't raise the height of the mowing. For some reason that's frozen. Holy crap. Okay, these have grown in. It's been maybe a couple months. No, it hasn't been that long since I've been back here. That used to be completely clear. I wonder if those are laying over because of the winds. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Because this walkway was unobstructed. Really, it's a path, but it was unobstructed, so there's more to cut up. Okay. Now as we go through here, back towards that runoff creek, on this side is where I encountered Mama and her piglets. And I got this, but I don't really want to go hand to hand with a hog. The one I saw didn't look like it had tusks. I didn't get a very good look at it. It was going the other way when I noticed it. And Mama's piglets. But yeah, it's not good. I really need to see what's on the other side of that fence. Other side of that. Take a look at that fence. I haven't sprayed back here this year. Like I said, I think I've been spraying ineffectively. I had a friend that sprayed really aggressive and he killed his field. Took a while for the grass to grow back, so it did, but I got cattle to feed. I don't want to kill my grass, but I do need to thin out and ixnay on all these weeds. Got to check this fence every once in a while because my neighbor had a bull and I'm pretty sure it's kind of loose. Looks like they might be jerking on this fence, but it looked like he got his head under the bottom wire and just kept lifting until he pulled out about 5 pickets. At that point, the fence was laying down. He just came across. At least that's all I can figure is how he got in. Well, looks like there's cow stuff back here, so it's a good sign. Means they're eating everywhere, hopefully. Hopefully utilizing any grass they can get to. Okay. I'm walking back the other way. Okay. I think we're probably good on the fence up there. The trees get really close to the fence up there. It's pretty dense. So, yeah, something's been coming back here. I mean, there's a trail Could be deer, could be, I don't know, I'm not a tracker. But we do have cow poop around here. Some older, some newer. If it's too dry, it won't take up water. So I guess unless maybe you soaked it in a tub of it, but I don't know. I never did that test, but I'm going on the wet poo is new poo, newer poo. The lump that looks like a pile of melted cardboard and still looks dry is old poop. Here we go. Newer. All right, this is the area, probably about 200-300 yards past here is where that creek is, down this aisle of trees, this road. Again, I haven't been using very much, and it's kind of growing together a little bit. I gotta do some more. I gotta get back here with some chemical and just drive through here, period, will help a little bit. All right, now we're about 150 meters from that water. It's just down there at that bank, and this is where that mama hog was and her piglets. And I'm intentionally making noise because I don't want her coming around if I'm around. Hopefully she's not burrowed back here. Hopefully they were just passing through. Because if she's got her piglets burrowed or whatever they call it up here, she's likely to be aggressive. Oh, that hawk scared me. Just gonna take this out. Just in case. Yeah, so I was spraying back here. Not that I can tell, or it's a little wilted. Not that I can tell very much. Oh, that it did much good. There's a little wilt. That's from spraying. So there's a little bit, but not enough to get a kill back here. That damn tree coming up right in the middle of the path. Like I said, I've never Never used this chest mount. I got it on a t-shirt, so I don't know exactly how well it's keeping it horizontal, especially as I sweat. Like I said, more cow turds. I really don't want to have to go mano with Mama, or Daddy if he's around. Definitely I don't want to go mano with Daddy. But this is the most dangerous thing that I can think of that I have for hogs right now. I don't hunt them, so yeah, perfect ambush territory right here. She's likely to be back here with her piglets. I really don't want to go through here and find out. I've seen piglets out here before. Mama, one came up really close to the house, and yeah, so Mama came up. Yeah, I think we're good there. Mama came up close to the house one year, several years back. A Mama, probably not the same one. And she had about 6 piglets following her. I went in to go get something to take care of her, and she was gone. And what I had would have more than just scared her. It wouldn't have gotten rid of her. But she was nowhere to be found. She saw me and said, "Oh, not today." Which is exactly how I feel. Not today. That would have been a clear path. I think we're pretty good there. These trees don't look like they're messed up, so mostly pine trees or evergreens. And I haven't once seen one laying over on its side that I didn't put there by driving over it or trying to pull it, or seems to be more the softwood trees. Even some of the hardwood trees will get some rot in them, and then heavy rain come along. Maybe lightning hits it at the base. That's what happened behind the house. Plenty of room away from the house, but yeah, just took the tree out and ooh. Well, hopefully Mama and her piglet were passing through, hopefully. a long video. So I don't know if I'm gonna probably just publish little bits here and there if I haven't said it elsewhere in the video. This pasture's looking really crappy, and I've tried spraying. A little kill on it, but not much. A little kill, but that's still fine. I don't know if that'll help much or not, but we're gonna see. Put this knife away. Oh. Well, maybe anticlimactic, but I'm rather glad we didn't run into any hogs. Test my Bowie knife later sometime. Bowie, Arkansas toothpick, I'm not sure. It's one of them. I think it's more an Arkansas toothpick. I think a Bowie's a little bit wider or deeper in the blade. Now these guys are probably going to follow me even though I'm coming out of the field and obviously don't have any food. Bowie's curled up. Hey there, girl. You can see the kill. Some of the kill out here. Not very good, but some of it I mowed, seeing if that makes a difference for next year. Really need to spray probably earlier when things start growing. Once the weeds get a little higher than oh, they've been eating. They're just, it's hot. They're just chilling. Yeah. See if cutting it down, seeing if the grass gets more opportunity to get fed by the sun rather than being choked out by the weeds. I don't think it's ideal cutting your grass. But given that you have a normal weed load, you can probably just let it grow. But like I said, hoping that the sunlight gets to the grass more than the weeds. Once they've been dead, they've had a kill on them for a day or two. At least that's what they say with your lawn. This is not a lawn. I'm not trying to make it a lawn, but I do want more grass for the cattle. And my few donkeys too. Used to have a few, now I just have two. You can check out my older videos, and I'm sure there's some with where they present themselves more center stage. It's nothing major that I saw. This tree, again in the backyard, it came down. I don't know if lightning hit it or it was just time for it to go. And the wind just took it out, because we've had some pretty heavy winds. And I'm not good at identifying trees, but if you know what kind of tree this is, let me know. But yeah, to me that looks like more of a rot issue than anything. It doesn't look like a lightning strike. Of course, I don't know that. No, I don't think it was lightning. If I still had goats, they would probably have that tree picked clean in a day. And almost all the way up to the top branches that are laying over. They like that stuff. My cattle like it a little bit. So I gotta cut that, get it off the fence, but it's not a threat right now. A nice hour walk there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be cutting clips because this is way too long for YouTube. I don't know, I might do a full length one and then a later, and then just a cut down kind of one. But yeah, that's what the property is looking like right now, and not exactly happy about it, but it's what it is. Hey, if you like this kind of content, give me a follow or a subscribe, and I'll bring you more content. But I'd love to see the channel grow. I haven't posted in a while, but I will if there's interest in it. So leave me comments down below if you want to see more of this. And give me a like, subscribe. If you find me on Rumble, Mud Creek Homestead is not on Rumble, but I might put it on one of my other channels. But if you like this content, just let me know, and I'll bring you more of it. Hopefully I'll be getting some of these issues cleared up here as the summer gets better. We've just had, right now, May has been our rainy season and into June. So, yeah, I'll catch you next time.